Alright everybody, we got some breaking news. I think this has literally just happened 28 minutes ago.
It did.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, breaking news. And I'm not going to wait to upload this video because every time I wait, I frig it up and long story. But yes, we did do a video about this yesterday. It didn't go up because the wrong file uploaded, and by the time I realised it was morning, and then I was going to re-edit it to do all the updates. But holy shit, Sony has backed down on demands that Helldivers 2 players log into PlayStation Network accounts. So it happened literally 28 minutes ago. A few days ago, Sony posted a message to Steam noting that due to technical issues, a bunch of on the bunch of Helldivers 2, we allowed for linking requirements for Steam accounts and PlayStation Network accounts to be temporarily optional. That grace period will expire. That went down well with the PlayStation, but the PC base, who were delighted to allow to hand over their personal details to Sony. Not. No, wait, that's not what happened. They dropped over 200,000 negative reviews on Helldivers. I believe, was it? What's the actually? Could you check now? What's the negative account now? The negative reviews now.
263,000.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it hit over 250. Leading to an apology from the developer of Arrowhead. While some of the complaints on social media have edged over into a tantrum territory, it's good to see that the mainstream games media is still not as biased as ever. There is a valid issue behind the uproar. Not every country accesses PlayStation Network, and Helldivers 2 ended up being pulled from sale in 177 countries and territories that could previously buy the game and play it without worry. Now, 3 days after a pure shitstorm, and some of the best memes on the internet, by the way, Sony has blinked. So. Oh yeah, that's going to be the biggest problem with this, and technically we winning. Is the fact we're not going to get any more memes. Sony has blinked in a tweet that publishers said, "We've heard your feedback from the Helldivers 2 account linking update, May 6th update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network accounts linking for new players and for current players beginning May 30th will not be moving forward." Sony continues, "We're still learning what is best for PC players and your feedback has been invaluable." Shit! Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll keep updated on future plans. Hopefully Helldivers 2 will return to sale in all those places where it became unavailable. Right. So this is written by Jody McGregor. Right. Females in gaming, huh? Alright, so what are your thoughts on this, Ferrets? Are we doing the Happy Ferrets dance? Or are we like, no, we wanted more memes?
It's more like it's about fucking time that they backed down. I was getting worried.
Yeah. And look, to be honest, okay, so here's the question for you. Do you think they've backed down on this because of the fact that it was not available in those 188 countries that they've previously sold it in, and they could be open to legal action?
I think it's a mix of a lot of things. Like, I know that there were people talking about pursuing lawsuits against them.
Yep.
I know that someone started doing some preemptive actions and started restricting the sales in countries, which I'm not a very big law guy, so I don't know, but I feel like that is a little bit a touch in the gray area right there.
Yeah, I think Legal Mindset actually did a video where he talked about it.
Yeah, and on top of that, I'm pretty sure they were receiving a lot of heat and pressure from the developers of Arrowhead too. So I think it just got to a point where they finally realized it wasn't going to be profitable to continue down this path.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, I think the major thing about this is the fact that they have sold it in 188 countries, and then they are now stopping those people from playing the game And that is a whole lot of trouble for the legalities. Like you say, I'm not a lawyer, but to be honest, look, I want to be like, yeah, we did it! Yeah! Helldivers! Freedom! Democracy! But to be honest, I don't know
Hey. Here's a meme for you.
No.
Somebody on somebody on Reddit posted a comment, and he said, like all major orders, this one was finished within 48 hours.
If you just want to post the meme, I'll put it on the screen. But this, I want to be that sort of guy that says, like, yeah, democracy, freedom, we won. But I really have a sneaking suspicion that this was more about the fact that they were opening themselves up to some major legalities when it comes to, you sold a game in a country that you knew was not going to be available when you put the linking back on, because obviously PlayStation knows what countries don't have access to PlayStation networks, right? So they tried to sell the game for 3 or 6 months, knowing that eventually you would not be able to play the game because they would go through and add the linking back in. So I like I said, I don't want to be that guy that sort of says like, yay, we won, and yeah, I want to be positive about this, but yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion it was more about that. But
I'm just happy that they finally caved in.
Yeah.
And on a Sunday of all days. Well, technically it's early Monday morning, but still.
Yeah, and that's the one thing about this too, is that this happened like at a weird hour too. Like, this is not, like PlayStation would be like they're currently making decisions on a Sunday.
I mean, the PlayStation, what do you call it? Like the PlayStation company that was in charge of this decision, its headquarters is based out of California. So for them to make a decision at the California time, for my time, it's 1 or 2 in the morning. So yeah, they must have been on some pretty long phone calls and stuff for them to freaking make this decision so late at night.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't want to be the king of negativity here and like discourage people, but I really do think this was more about the legalities of it, and this is something that gamers are going to have to keep an eye out for in the future. You make sure this stuff does not come back in, because at the end of the day, like, Sony might try and pull this again. So we got to make sure that this does not prank up, because this is such a bad thing. But yeah. But anyway, apart from that, you changed your negative review on Steam yet?
I sure did. And if they try to pull anything else, it will take me less than 5 seconds to flip it back down again.
I do wonder too. Like, also, like, Stellar Blade is another game that just got royally pancaked by Sony. I do feel like this has taken some of the spotlight away from the Stellar Blade controversy. It's taken some of the wind out of the sails for the people that were kicking up a stink about that. So I would like to say for all the people that are that are sitting there going like, yeah, we won. Like, don't forget about Cell Blade. There's still, I will link that petition in below. There's still a petition that you can go through and you can sign, which will actually allow you to go through and sorry, don't mind me. I'm playing around with my breathing. It'll allow you to go through and actually sign a petition, and actually put pressure on Sony to go through and hopefully remove that, and remove the censorship from that. And like I said, I will put a link in the description below for that. Apart from that, Fez, anything else we want to add before we jump off?
No. I just have to say one more thing to Sony.
Yep.
Know your place, trash.
Them fighting words.
Well, they freaking threw the first punch. We're just finishing it.
Yeah. Like I say, I do have a sneaking suspicion that this is more about the legalities than it was about them going through and bowing to public pressure. I don't think Sony gives two shits what gamers really want. So does Xbox. I don't think either of them really do. But hey, let's know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Are you just taking it for a win? That now we've saved democracy. Maybe we should let the memes keep coming about how we've saved democracy by defeating Sony. Or do you think that might be pushing it too far?
It's never pushing it too far.
I want to see a whole bunch of memes where like a whole bunch of Helldivers are dropping in and defending Arrowhead and Sony and defeating Sony. Alright guys, let us know your thoughts are in that comment section below. Obviously the video's been helpful. Please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Congratulations to everybody. We did it. We won. And like the meme says, is that in less than 48 hours that order was completed. So well done, bros. Well done. Have a great night. Enjoy yourself, everybody. You want to say bye, friends?
We did it, guys. We did it, and celebrate.
Have a good night, everybody.